This van is named Towanda. It's for clients in Flagstaff, Arizona. You guys want to see a tour? Follow me. This is built on the Ford Transit 148 wheelbase. This is not the extended, this is the 148 true wheelbase. On the outside, first thing you can see is runners pre-installed from the factory. And up on the roof, we did a Flatline Co. 148 Low Pro roof rack. The roof racks are great because we can mount our solar panels to them. That allows us to do less holes in the roof of the van and also allows us to upgrade or rearrange those panels in the future. We have our bug screens from the bug wall. This is a center cut. It's a magnet. We love to do the magnet in the slider doorway. We also did a rear zip up in the rear, but I'll show you that one later. Let's go inside. Okay, Boho's Old Faithful layout on a Transit 148. What does that mean? We have our sink behind the driver with our 7-gallon gray water tank right below. Every water tank we install now is 33 gallons of fresh water minimum. This one has 33 gallons. Just like every other water tank we do, we have a water gauge. So when you fire up that water pump, you're gonna see that water gauge take a reading. In this case, we are sitting at just about full, baby. Blue means the water pump is activated. Red means our water heater is running. So we're using a 6-gallon Kuma electric water heater. This is currently heating the water. Takes about 10 minutes and you have a really hot shower, hot water for doing your dishes. That's all you really need to know about the water. As we move through the van, 3-tier pull-out pantry. We call this a junk drawer. This is about a 4-inch drawer. And then down below that, we have our NRX Dometic 115S. Client chose cedar walls, no tile in the kitchen area. We did a half slider window. This opens up. We have a screen. The screen can pop off and we can have a full pass through on this window if we'd like to. All of our windows come with window covers. So this is no hardware needed, just goes right up against the window. And you have blackout shades. Overhead cabinets, especially in this configuration, since the roof slopes down, to maximize the overhead cabinet space, we do an open shelf in this area. Oh, it could actually be brighter in here. Multiple zones of lighting in this van. We have our puck lights or dome lights over the kitchen area. That's on a dimmer. And then we have the ambient lighting around the entire van. That's an LED strip lighting. This is my favorite table setup because the table takes up zero space and it easily slides out from under the bed. When you're sitting face to face, conversation, dining, games are all made possible. Totally beats sitting side by side. We love this table setup. No toilet in this van. Yes, no toilet in this van currently. I know you're all wondering. What did we do instead? Client decided they wanted storage. Underneath both sofa seats, we have 2 large storage areas. Boom. Every client gets to choose their upholstery. We always include either a fabric or a vinyl. There are no bump outs or flares in this Transit build. We can still get 74 inches and a quarter front to back with the way we space out and do our framing in the walls. Right now we have a 54-inch wide bed, which is a true full. We are framing around the window and getting as much space as we can lengthwise. And again, on a Transit, 74 and a quarter without bump outs. Can anybody beat that? I don't know, I haven't seen it. We already touched on some of the roof components. So we have our flatline rack up there with the solar panels mounted to it. We're running 400 watts of solar in this van. What else is on the roof? A couple holes. Holes filled with a roof fan and an RTX 2000, which is a 12-volt AC air conditioner from Dometic. And this is very easily accessible just by reaching up and touching in bed. Also comes with a remote. It has various settings. There's an eco setting. There's a max setting. This can run about 7 to 10 hours on a 400 amp hour lithium battery bank. Perfect for hot summer nights, runs through the whole night, and you start charging again in the morning. We talked about cooling the space. What about heating the space? Here's your thermostat. This is an Eberspacher AS3 B2L, drawing fuel from the gas tank, allowing us to heat the cabin. The heater or the heater vents, always in Transit, we like to stick it right behind the driver's seat. Functions for 2 ways. We're able to use our louvers on the heat vent to propel the air back. And then for taller clients, just having the heater box here gives you enough clearance to recline the seat and you're not just up against a hard wall. All right, let's go check out the back. This is where our shore power plugs in come in. So we're gonna do a 30 amp charger into the van, complete with a pigtail. If you wanna charge at home, you can easily convert that, but that's where the shore power is. Bug screen from the bug wall. This drops all the way down and actually blacks out this whole garage space so you're not showing off all your stuff to your neighbors. On the driver's side wheel well, this is where the sink is. This is where we put the 33 gallons of fresh water. Up above it, we have our 6-gallon water heater, and then off the back, we have our outdoor shower. And this clips up, allows us to run water. We also have a water pump switch back here as well. No running into the front to turn the water on, turn the water off. It's all right here. The mixing valves as well have a heat control and flow control. So you can go full force, full heat, or you can dial it back to your preferences. We call this a second sleep surface package. This is a storage for the second sleep surface. If you follow me, this is what allows us to have an additional sleep surface in the van. Very simply, take your platform. It's labeled top, arrows pointing back. This is what slides in. And the cushions are cut so as to allow them to easily fold down, create another sleep surface. A lot of people like this, not just for sleeping for humans, but for their pets, especially old dogs. Easier to get up on the bed, much easier on those old legs. That's how it works. On the passenger side wheel well is our power system. We're running 400 amp hours of lithium batteries from Battleborn. We're running a SmartSolar controller, which is allowing us to monitor the power from the solar panels on the roof. We're running an Orion XS, which is a 50 amp charger. Batteries are charging while the van is running. 50 amps are coming in. What does that equate to? Running the van for 3 hours is basically a full day of sun with this solar setup. The third way to charge is through our MultiPlus. This is a 3000 watt inverter from Victron. And this is also allowing us to have that shore power plug-in I showed you earlier. We do a 110 volt outlet off back. It's great for paddle boards or gear that you need to use power for when you're hanging out outside the van. And then our master switch. You can cut off all power and easily winterize this van just by turning your switch off. Turn it back on, everything fires right back up. Every awning needs to be deployed, usually with a pole. Awning pole is neatly tucked in and mounted. This is how you would deploy your awning. Just so you can see the entire profile of this van, follow me around. This is Towanda. Thanks for checking it out. Built by Boho Vans in Tempe, Arizona. We have more tours coming. Follow us. We'll see you soon.